All right, guys, this is MobileGamerNerd, and we are back with another Shadow Legends free-to-play mystery shard only run video. Today is a pretty fun day. We are on day 700 of the mystery shard adventure, and that's what this video is going to be about. Basically, all the heroes we have, what we've accomplished, what we've been able to beat. Haven't done one of these in a little while, so I figured, since I'm back from vacation, we're going to do that, and we're going to get a nice little video out to see what we've accomplished over this time. So, just so everyone knows, anyone who is new to the channel, this is a mystery shard only run, and we only use heroes that every single person can use. We do not touch any fusions. We do not touch any free login heroes that are legendaries. Anything that is given to us for free that not everyone can get, we do not use. So if there's a void hero that we receive, we do not use them because they cannot be received from a mystery shard pull. All right, so we only use heroes from shops that every one of you can find, and heroes that are farmable, any of that stuff. All right, so that being said, let's get into it and see what we've been doing. So this is our summoning portal. We have 91 mystery shards. We have 875 ancient shards. We have 180 void shards. We have 19 primals and 63 sacreds. And remember, this is 700 days. We are not focused on Ultra Nightmare. We don't really care about that kind of stuff because we don't need it. All right. We have more than enough books and summons and things like that to get through what we need to do. We don't really need to focus on Ultra Nightmare. Most players will, which is why it's not something that we're like super hardcore on. As far as fusions go, we basically did every single fusion that we can do at this point. We're not touching this fusion for this run through. We just didn't have time. And then Lady McCage, yes, we only got Mr. Lockwayne because this is a permanent fusion, so we can do it. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get any of these guys. And if you're only pulling mystery shards, you won't be able to get these guys, technically speaking. So we're probably never going to use her. However, if it comes about, I mean, as you can see, we did get some heroes. I know they did a fusion kind of event here where you can get these void heroes, but we never did it. You had to be number one, and we didn't really need this hero that badly. All right, Relic Keeper's done. Broadmaw is done. As far as fragments, right now we are on 36 fragments for Maud. It's not someone we're really pushing for. If we get her, we get her. It's not super important. As far as the Doom Tower, we are on Taya, so we're about to get her within the next few days because the rotation just restarted. So basically we need 3 fragments times 5, so there we go. 5 days we'll have Taya, and she will be on our team. Thea, we haven't really been getting that much because we just don't do a lot in hard mode. We get pretty far. I think the highest we've ever gotten in hard mode is about floor 50 on one of the rotations, and we've gotten maybe 3, I think, of the secret rooms done. So that's why we're only at 75, but we will be getting Thea eventually. I'm going to say a few more months and we'll get her, but I'm not super focused on or hyper focused on any of the hard mode Doom Tower heroes because it takes so long to get them at this point. It's not really worth it, my time to really focus on it. Eric's is where we are at. So you're supposed to start getting him around day 631. We are now at 50 shards, so we definitely went through another 2 months after that. So that's 691 days-ish, plus the extra few days that have been logged in, which I can show you guys. So we are about to get him in about another month and a half or so. All right. This is the guy we're going to be exchanging his shards for. We have 30 on Sersha. That's just because it happened. And Quintus, we don't really do live arena too much, but we are starting to get at least fragments for him. So we're not going to get rid of them. We're going to keep them and see what we can do there. Revenant summons do not matter. All right, so let's go in here and see what we've been doing. Champions. Let's get a big list going here. Well, I could open it up, but I'm not going to. So we're going to go through everybody just so you can kind of see everyone that we have. All of my heroes, including my legendaries, are all maxed at level 16 gear. They all have their skills completely maxed. I would say at this point, my main team, I believe almost every single one of them has an awakening, blessing, somewhere between 1 and 6 stars, depending on the heroes. All their skills are maxed and all their masteries are done. So, right, so that's every single level 60 you're about to see. All have those things. There is only one hero that does not, and that's because that is the hero I am currently working on. Otherwise, everyone's maxed, all right? So we've got Gerda. We've gotten all of these guys. We've got Mithrala from Hydra, so we were able to get her. We've gotten Carl from the Clan Boss shop. We've gotten Vistix from Login. We've gotten Arbiter through the missions. We've gotten Drex from the tag team. We've got Raisin from the Fusion. We've gotten Sil from Login. And then, yeah, you're going to see a bunch of different heroes here that we've gotten all of them. Now, the Fusion champions for Raisin, we actually had to spend over a year trying to find the heroes. We needed to fuse them because we had to fuse them twice. All right, because you are allowed to do that. So we fused all those heroes twice so that we could keep a copy of these heroes, these epic heroes like Torture Helm and like Blood Feather, those four. And we got all four of them and then found them again so that we could fuse Raisins. So now we've got all those heroes from the fusion. It just took a very long time to get them. Dark Kale you get from Doom Tower, I believe, right? He's Doom Tower. Archmage from Doom Tower. We've got some login champs here. We've got Broadmaw from the Fusion, Lady Erish, who is one of the login heroes, Tanix, who is one of the fusion heroes, I believe. Ryan, you get from Doom Tower. We've got a lot of Doom Tower heroes. We've got Yaga, which everyone hates, Bloodfeather. We've got Arrhenius. We've got Mr. Lockwane, who's our newest fusion hero from that. And I actually really like him. He's one of those heroes that just kind of pops up. Gwyneth, what is she? Is she Login or Doom Tower? I think she's Doom Tower. There you go. That's Doom Tower. Awesome hero, by the way. Great campaign farmer. We've got Akoth from Doom Tower. We've got Mr. Lord Legionary from Logging In. Dark Aethel. We've got Jizzo. We've got Bogwalker. These are going to be all my mystery shard summons. And yes, we do have a 78,000 power 6-star Bogwalker. Pretty cool hero. I actually love him, and he's one of my favorites. Same thing with Thurgist. I have a few videos with Thurgist and with Bogwalker where I kind of reviewed some of the heroes that I think it was actually called Heroes That Suck But Don't Suck, or something along those lines. It was called that. And that's basically what we did. So these are my heroes that are like the higher stars. We've got Twin Claw Disciple, who's one of my favorites actually, because he does kill things in one hit. I love it. Yeah, you got to build him pretty high, but he's really good. We've got Houndspawn, the doggos are my favorite. We've got Apothecary, Spirit Host. We basically have almost every single hero. Anointed, I believe, is the one hero that we're almost done with. Nope, he's the one that we are done with. Yeah, we're done with him. So he's good. He's actually going to get a champion spotlight very soon. We just built him. He's the newest hero. We've got Marquise. We've got Me Carver. A bunch of different heroes here that no one really talks about, but they're awesome. Fleshmonger's a really good one. You got Avir, all the Frozen Girls. Those are good. We just did a champion spotlight on Grumbler, who's really cool. We've got Kale. All these heroes that no one really uses are all level 60 and have gotten us through some stuff. And as you can see, we'll just kind of scroll through some of these so you can see the ones that we've gotten to level 60. At this point, I believe we are now over 80, I want to say. I think this right here should be about 82 or 83. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, we have a lot of heroes level 60. I mean, here we go. We'll just show it this way. Look at all these heroes. All right. If you want to get real specific, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 heroes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 7 times 11 is 77, right? So 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. I was right, 83. So we've got 83 heroes, basically all level 60, some uncommons here as well. And then we've got a bunch of fodder. Now, what are the heroes we don't use? All right, so let's look at that real quick. Champion Vault. So these are the heroes we do use, but they're all level basically 50 and 40. Some of them may or may not have gear. Most of my 50s will have maybe one piece missing because I stole it from somebody. But average is about level 12 gear on everybody, and they're getting ready to be built. Some of them have more. This one we just got recently, the bone guy, the bony boy. So he's got some 16 gear, and we may just keep the set on him. So he's kind of just ready to go to 60. And then we've got all these heroes. We've got 115 heroes in here. Just ones that we're working on and slowly getting them up. We're going to be building every single one of these heroes, and eventually I'll be pulling in more uncommon heroes. As of right now, these are the ones that we've got. The reserve vault is all the heroes we don't use. All right, now I did do a recent update to this where I never touched them, but we were getting a little clogged up in my blessings. So what I did was I just awakened a few of these heroes that we got. We actually just got Ardek. Actually, we just got his awakening, I think, yesterday. So we're probably going to just upgrade him and then throw it on him. So I'm just going to get my blessings on these heroes so you can start to see which heroes actually have blessings that I have gotten already. I mean, this one obviously we got from the event was 5-star. We've got a few, most of them 2. That was from most of the events because I don't really get through to all 5 because this account is not really focused on spending my whole life on the game. And that's the whole point of this entire series is that I don't want you guys to have to spend your whole life playing this game. I want you to be able to play it at your leisure, kind of get what you want, see what you can accomplish. All right. So that's all my heroes in here. So as you can see, we got a reasonable amount of heroes in here. We've got a few ones in here that you may notice are not from any of the other sources outside of fusions. Giscard, he was a free code that we got, so he came with the code, and I'm like, all right, so I guess we have Giscard now. Heroes like Gorab and Hope and there's a couple of other ones. The Jason versus Freddy right down here. I don't remember his name. There's a few heroes in here that you can only get from summoning. We got them from the Prism Shards, and the reason we get them from Prism Shards and why I summon them is because they are forced. So if you do not pull them, they automatically pull. So we have to use any prism shards that we obtain. So that's where those heroes came from. They just sit in the vault. I don't use them. They just sit there. I consider them a free login hero, and that is it. But we don't touch them. And yeah, that's all my heroes in here. And as you can see, there's a lot of heroes in here. I am very specific about how I do my faction guardians. I like to have all the same hero. It's a stupid thing to do, and it wastes my vault space. But at one time or another, I may be able to just say screw it and use all these heroes to level up. We have 159 extra heroes in here. If you don't count these, what we'll just say 20, 30 here. Yeah, we've got about 130 heroes that we can literally just feed and build another hero for. So those are the heroes that we don't use, all right, that everyone's got, or at least you would have gotten had you played for this time. Now, what have we accomplished? Well, we've accomplished a decent amount. Our Great Hall is looking okay. I mean, we've got the 310s because we had to do that for a mission at one point. We're not really focused on any of the new missions. They're very, very hard and require a lot of time that I don't want to put into this game. All right, so that's why we're not going to be doing the new heroes, the new sets for that lizard guy and whatever that horse-looking dude was. Yeah, we're not going to be doing any of those quests. But either way, this is where my arena is at. We've got a reasonable amount of stuff. Everything is level 5, and I'm slowly working on my accuracy as of right now, and we'll start moving into resistance and crit damage eventually. Area bonuses, once again, I only have, I think, speed on the Demon Lord, and that's because we don't do live arena. That's all I'm going to say about live arena. All right, so let's go into here and see what we've accomplished. Campaign, obviously, completely done. All right, we haven't had to worry about it. It's all done, 3 stars. We've completed everything. I have Nightmare campaign videos if you want to check them out. They are all on the. I actually have a whole playlist for the Nightmare campaign, and you can see how I specifically beat them. This is not an area that I spent a lot of time in. I just kind of did it when I had the ability to do it. All right, faction wars. Yeah, this is a good one. We're at 831 stars out of 945. I'm really hoping that a new faction doesn't come out before I beat this, but I have a feeling it's going to happen. So we have a few that we've already beaten completely. We have, well, here we go, High Elf, Bannerlord, we've beaten Barbarian, we've beaten Dark Elf, and we've beaten Skinwalker, and there might be another one. Nope, that's it. We've beaten 5 100%. As far as the close ones, we've got Lizard Crypt, which we have beaten. We just didn't get those last 2 stars. So we got to beat the final boss with the extra stars and not anyone dying. So we did finish it though. Knights Revenant and Demon Spawn, we are at 60 stars, so we're literally on the last fight trying to finish it. Undead Horde and Orgrin, we're at 49 and 46. And then we've got a few over here that are just kind of starting out. We just started working on Sylvan Watchers because we got a few heroes. I actually leveled another hero up to 60, and we're going to slowly get our way through those. So we've got Sacred Order, Dwarf, Sylvan, and Shadowkin Crypt. So yeah, we're almost there. I mean, almost is 114 stars we need. So there you go. That's it's close. Let's put it that way, especially for how much work you have to put into doing this. As far as dungeons go, we have completed every single one of these potion keeps to 100%. As far as the Iron Twins Fortress, we've beaten up to stage 12. I'm not pushing this. This is not something that I've actually sat and tried to beat. We don't even farm stage 12, all right? We farm around usually between 5 and 8, depending on my mood and how much I really want those coins. We do farm it every single day, though, because we want to get the coins so that we can summon and get our blessings. All right, so we do farm this every single day. It is one thing that I do. We use all 6 keys, and that's it. I don't buy extra keys. Even on void day, I don't buy extra keys. We don't touch it. It's literally just farm stage 3 to 8, whichever one I'm comfortable with, and I just let it run. It really just depends on how much time I have, because I'll put it on auto. All right, so here we go. Minotaur, we have completed completely. Look at that. Everything is done. All 15, not surprising there. As far as the main dungeons, so the 4 that everyone loves to know about. So as you can see, stage 25 is complete on Ice Golem. We are working on now stage 6 in hard, and this is not because we can't beat it. This is because I'm just lazy, and this fight takes a reasonable amount of time, and I don't really like to go in there and do it very often, especially like with other games that I'm playing. I get sidetracked. So, but either way, we can probably move. Honestly, we could probably beat this right now. I just haven't really felt like sitting for 15 to 20 minutes per each one of these fights. I just haven't had time recently. So we can beat them. I just haven't done it yet. But either way, we're on hard mode, stage 6. Dragon, we are done, obviously. We've completed Dragon completely, like literally done. Completely. We are done with all of Dragon up to stage 10 hard mode. Yeah, I know, right? We've never summoned anything but mystery shards, and we did it. So you can go back and see all my videos. I make videos about all this stuff. Most of this will be on video. If there's something that you see today that you don't see a video in my playlist for, just drop a comment, and I will try to make one for you. All right, Spider's Den. Once again, all done up to stage 25. We are working on hard mode. We are on stage 7. I think this one we can do. I just have to figure out the right move for it because honestly, I completely forgot what team I used. It was a while ago that we did this video on stage 6. I think we ran 4, 5, and 6 in one video. So I'm gonna have to go back and see which team I used, and then we're gonna go back and redo this and see if we can get down to 10. This spider does hit pretty hard now that we're in 7 all the way up to 10, so we got to figure out a way through. And once again, we also don't really look at other content creators. So the whole point with this is that we want to kind of just do it on our own. So that's why you're going to see me use weird teams and say dumb things. And that's because it's just how I'm looking at it. Okay. Let's see. Fire Knight. We just got our first hard mode fire win probably about a couple weeks ago. This has been rough, and that's why we built Anointed. So Anointed is going to hopefully help us through this. We were able to do it. It wasn't super hard. It was just a little annoying. We basically used Marquis and I think a couple other heroes. This is not what we were using. We were doing the epic, the epic tournament for funsies. I didn't finish it, but so yeah, we did get our fire mode, our Fire Knight hard win. Sand Devil, we are down to stage 9. Honestly, we don't do this. I don't do this dungeon. I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing here for me. I get these potions from the city now. So there's almost zero reason for me to ever do this outside of if I just really want to get potions. Uh, I'll probably beat stage 10 one day just because it has the extra ones here so we can maybe upgrade our gear to 4-star if I decide I want to do that. I may end up just going through and just kind of farming stage 9 for a few days and in soon, honestly, because I may just ascend all my gear at this point because it's a nice little boost to my account. I don't farm this. I don't ever go in here. It's not needed. That's the thing. Because like this came out after most of the other content that we're trying to beat came out. So this is just a bonus. So if we do this, great. You'll get some extra stats, but it's not like, oh my God, we need to farm Sand Devil. Like I don't care about it as much. Same thing with Phantom Shogun. It's just not super important to the account right now. We're on stage 15. We were able to beat it, and I can farm at least. I can farm this on stage 10 if I want, and just get the potions I need. It's fine. I don't really need to work on it. And once again, I haven't even farmed it. So yeah, that we're getting to the point where we're probably going to start focusing heroes down to get through higher end content. So we probably will start farming these. It just hasn't been important for 2 years. Okay. It just hasn't been important because you're always building a hero and working on something else. All right. So that's that. As far as arena, we basically sit in 5. I think there was just a reset, right? There might have been a reset recently. Actually, I was on vacation. That's what happened. So I actually fell back to 3. So I'm now working my way back up to 5, which shouldn't take too long. Maybe a day or two, depending on if I, you know, go crazy or really use all my coins. But yeah, we're about to get. Actually, we could probably upgrade something soon. But yeah, I just sit in 5, and that's basically it. My main team is I don't know if it might see. Yeah, this is my main team that I use, and yeah, they kind of wreck things. It's kind of nice. We've got some freezing, some reviving. She does some pretty good damage. Pig Boy is fun for defense down. I really like him, and yeah, I just leave that team and we do it. My defense team is a little different. I just leave a bunch of legendaries in there because it scares people off. But there you go. Tag team. I don't care about tag team. We do it every day to get the quest done, and that's really about it. As you can see, I have a lot of defeats. Why? Because this is my defense. It's 3. Yeah, it's 3 uncommon heroes. All right. I just let them die. And this is why I've actually tried to go into higher tiers of this, and I just hate it. I can't stand arena to begin with, but I hate this. So I just don't do it. I mean, that's kind of what my whole shtick is that I don't care if they want me to do something in this game. If I don't like something, I'm not going to do it. So unless it like is something I desperately need, like I obviously did these in the beginning to get Arbiter and got through some stuff and whatever I needed to do to get the heroes that I need to get. But since I have the hero from here now, I don't really care, and I'm not doing the missions. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really affect my account, so we don't do it. So we just collect our coins and we buy stuff. I'll buy my book, which actually look at that, I can buy a book. So I buy my book and then I'll buy energy as often as I can, and that's it. I don't really focus on this or buy anything from it. And then live arena, as you see, the only reason we have fights in live arena is because I do videos on live arena because it's funny. All right, and I try to go in here with all my rares and I beat people up with dogs and Pig Boy, and a bunch of other people that are funny. So that's why we have actual points in this. Otherwise, I don't ever do it because it's never on. Like as you can see, Live Arena is not active. In 28 minutes, I'll be doing something else by then. So yeah, it's never active when I'm available, and unfortunately, we just don't really worry about it too much. All right, let's get out of here. Boom. All right, so clan boss. Once again, Ultra Nightmare is very important for most players. It's not important for me. So Nightmare is all we ever do. I two key it right now. We're very close to one keying it. I think my best damage was 35 or 36 million. I haven't rekeyed my heroes to do this. This is something we're working on as of right now. We want a one key nightmare so I never have to do clan boss again because we probably will do some ultra nightmare videos, but I'm not going to be focused on it, and I'm not going to be trying to, if I get to the point where I can one key it or two key it, sure, I may consider it, but honestly, I don't want to spend 20, 30 minutes watching a boss fight. So that's why we're just going to basically finish Nightmare as close as we can, get it to that one key, and then we're just going to auto it every day and basically be done with it. We're going to be done with Clan Boss forever. We're never going to do anything else that's important unless I'm bored and I get some really good heroes and I'm like, let's go into Ultra Nightmare and just mess with it. But for other people, I would highly recommend checking out other channels and actually focusing on Ultra Nightmare because you can get much better rewards. It's not important for this account. We don't need it. We don't need the shards. We don't need the books. I mean, I get one hero every like 4 months now. In the beginning, it seemed like I needed it because you get all these heroes at once because you're getting the shop ones. But yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. I have like I think 20 something legendary books, and all I have is Arix coming in 2 months, and maybe Tomb Lord Thea. So it's not going to be that big of a deal. And we get free ones a lot, and I get enough to get through it. So we're not worried. Hydra, we have beaten. We do normal. Basically, I've done it anywhere between 1 and 2 keys. My highest damage is just reset. Otherwise, I'd show you. My highest damage, I believe, in here was I think 17 million. We did a really good hit. But my average is somewhere between 3 and 10 million, depending on the teams. And like I don't focus it either. We just kind of get our boxes and move on from it. There's not much that we really need. We don't do Hydra Clash. That's more for people who are either spending a ton of money or who have been playing for a long time and really give a crap about, you know, PvP type stuff and being on the board. Like, I don't care about that stuff. If you just want to play the game, I'm your guy. All right. So yeah, we don't really do that, but either way, we've done some pretty good damage on Hydra. We obviously got Mithrala, so we got what we needed from Hydra. We don't need anything else from here. Stone Skin and all that other stuff is great. I get pieces every single week, and we get summons from it, so it's a nice little. We get coins. We get this final box every single week, and I just basically do normal mode, and that's it. There's no reason for me to really touch hard mode. It doesn't really do much for us. I think later on, what do they have? Nightmare. What do you got here? See here? What the funny part is? You get the same stuff. You just get more coins, which is good for you. So if you need more coins for clan, well, there you go. You win. All right, let's get out of here. Ow! I don't want any of this stuff. So, Doom Tower. We have finished all 3 normal rotations. We just started the new rotation here. As you can see, we clear most of these secret rooms in normal. Normal's pretty easy. I think there's like one secret room I think in every rotation that I can't beat yet, and it's mainly just because I'm not building doubles of heroes like the void heroes. I haven't built any of those void heroes that you get from the beginning, the ones that you can fuse. There's 3 of them, and I just don't like any of them really. I think I might have gotten them all to 50, but they're just sitting in my vault. So we haven't leveled them, so we can't do that room. There's I think an HP champion room that might no, we actually just recently beat the HP champion room. But there's like at least one in each section. I think it's epic something. There's like an epic one that's annoying. But yeah, we've beaten all these rotations. We've gotten all the faces. Why does it look like this tower's going on forever? So we've done that. As far as hard mode, like I said, we've gotten to stage 50, so basically, my Bommel is still something that's screwing with me. I believe we beat him once. He was just the last rotation. I don't remember. I think I beat him once, and then I came back in for this rotation, and I was having trouble with it, and I just forgot about it from vacation. So it was a little bit rough, but either way, we're able to get some secret room stuff in here every month and get some pieces, so that's good. Curse City, we didn't just reset. I just started playing again, and it was a little messed up. So we have gotten to the boss in the city on normal. I haven't done it on hard. We basically just kind of go into hard and get whatever free stuff we can get and then forget about it. And then I'll go back into normal and just try to get as much stuff as I can because you get some free stuff in here. I mean, I've basically ignored it. I don't even know how much time we have left. What do we have? I've basically ignored it for 2 weeks right now. Yeah, we did a couple of rooms. But I basically ignored it for 2 weeks because I was on vacation doing other stuff. But I'm still going to get like 70, 80 rooms out of this. And we'll be able to basically just get a bunch of free stuff. It's nice. You actually get potions for upgrading gear. You get energy. You get EXP rewards. You get a lot of stuff in here. So I wouldn't completely ignore this because you do get some good stuff that you can save up over time that helps. There's chickens in here. There's a whole bunch of things that you can use on a daily basis to stop you from having to farm things like potions and things like that. We don't farm potions ever. I don't remember any time I actually farmed a potion except for when the game wanted me to because of a quest. We basically just beat them and we farmed in the beginning because we didn't have any potions. But you get so many potions from this game just from doing content and doing stuff and doing content and doing stuff. Yeah, there's no reason to even farm potions anymore. I mean, at least for me, if you're trying to build 70 legendaries, yeah, you probably do. See, look, we've got some potions here, but let's do some. Where's the ascension? Here we go. Nope. I was like, oh, there we go. Let's ascend you. So let's look at my potion mixer. See, these are all my potions. I just recently upgraded a bunch of those legendary heroes in red, which is why you see my potions have dwindled in red. But basically everything else, I've got a reasonable amount of potions on stuff. I got to start leveling up some green people. This is how I check myself on which affinity I have to level more of, and this is how you know because I have too many greens. So yeah, that's how many potions we have, and I literally don't farm them ever. But I also don't need them. Like I said, it's kind of a two-way street there. You might need them more than I do. All right, so there's that. As far as anything else goes, oh, look at this. We got this. Um, yeah, I mean, we've been pushing through pretty well. We've gotten through a lot of the content. I mean, it's not the game is not as hard as people seem to think it is. It's really just comes down to whether or not you are willing to spend time building your heroes. All right. And that's really what the game's about. And what this whole playthrough is showing is that it's not a pay to win game in the sense that you have to pay in order to play. All right. You don't have to do fusions. We do fusions when we're bored. And I'll try to get the rares and the epics just for the vault. Or if it's a new rare, I'll keep them and try to build them quickly. But you don't need any of it. Like the rare heroes in this game, they get you through some stuff. And if you're interested in seeing how you can get through some of these, dungeons, and I have an entire video section you can check out that goes all the way through back to when day 40, I believe it was, and you can see how I got here all the way from the beginning. And yeah, like I said, it's been a fun ride. This game is never really going away from my arsenal. We're going to be playing it for a while on this channel. I don't think I'm going to be stopping anytime soon. I may slow down because there's not much else to do after a while. Just building heroes, and I'll show updates and new heroes and things like that. But otherwise, yeah, it's been fun, and it's a stress-free Raid Shadow Legends playthrough is what this is. We don't stress out about what we're going to get. We're not missing out on anything if I go on vacation. I literally didn't turn the game on for a week. All right. It's just that's how this account works, and it's great. You can actually have fun playing Raid and not spend your life on it. All right. So that's it. If you have any other questions or things you want to know about the account, feel free to put a comment in there. If there's something I missed, something you want to see that I didn't show you guys, feel free to let me know. I have no problem kind of going back and looking at comments and telling you what I think. And yeah, sometimes I'll get in a tussle, but it's fine. I like the word tussle. And as always, like, share, subscribe. It's great for the channel. You help us grow. And yeah, we do a live show every single week. One will actually be today, funny enough, as of the recording of this video today in 2024. We will be doing a live show today. So if you're interested in that, make sure you stick around and keep an eye on that YouTube notification because that's where we do it. All right, so this is 700 frickin' days of Raid Shadow Legends without summoning anything but a mystery shard and using only heroes that every single one of you can get at any time. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys